Hello, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to add camera in OBS. Adding a camera, webcam, or external camera to your OBS setup is straightforward. The first thing you need to do is to launch OBS Studio on your computer. Now, the next thing to do is to connect your camera. If you're using a USB webcam, you need to plug it into your computer. And if you're using an external camera, make sure it's connected via a capture card. That's a video capture card or other interface. Then in the scenes box, you either create a new scene by clicking the plus icon button or select an existing scene where you want to add a camera. So you can click on this plus icon to create a new scene or an existing scene. I want to use my game recording scene. Then you need to add a video capture device source in the source box. So this is my scene and I'm going to head over to the source box. Now in the source box, click on the plus icon or the plus button and select video capture device. Select video capture device from the list and name it. So I'm just going to leave this as the name and I'm just going to select OK. Now this is the dialog box that will appear asking you to name the source. Now you can name something like webcam or camera. So let's just use camera. I'm not just going to leave it like this so that it's going to be a little bit more specific. So click on OK. Now that we are here, so you can see this, my face is really pretty. Now in the device drop down menu, which we have here, all you need to do is to select your camera from the list. So click on that. We have the OBS virtual camera and we have the HP True Vision. So you can use OBS virtual camera if you don't want to show your face, or I can use HP True Vision HD so that you can keep seeing my pretty face. So once you're done, this could be your webcam or your external camera connected via a capture card. So you have to know the name of your camera so that you'll be able to select it properly and you'll be able to see a camera. So the camera feature appear in the preview window, which is here. So go ahead and click on OK and you have this camera feed. Now I have a window already open and that's my game window. So I'm just going to disable that and allow my camera to be here. Now you can adjust the resolution. That's the FPS and all the setting on the resolutions and FPS type drop down. So choose custom set. That one is when we head over to resolution and FPS. But for now, let's go ahead and resize this. So I'm just going to right click and head over to transform and click on video screen so that the entire thing can be fitted. Now, all of these are happening in the preview. Of course, once you're done, go ahead and click on transition so that you can now, of course, go live. Whatever is showing in this preview will not display in the actual scene. Okay, so configure the camera setting. Of course, adjust the resolution, the FPS by clicking on settings. So head over to settings and you can click on output and click on video. Click on video. Let's head over to video. So this is the resolution, the base canvas. You can adjust that. You can adjust the output. You can also adjust the FPS and ensure that it is something that really suits you or suits your preference. So you can also configure settings like the brightness, the contrast, and all the properties by clicking on configure video. All right. And once that's if it is available, configure video button, but most times it's not usually available. That's if your OBS is updated, then you should definitely see that. Then also click OK when you are satisfied with the settings. So just go ahead and click on OK. Now all of those settings that I mentioned, that's the camera settings, can be found in the properties tab. So let's say if you're not able to configure the FPS without going to the settings right here, you can go ahead and click on properties, and once you click on properties, then you can head over here, click on configure video, which is here, and configure the video to what you want, the brightness, the contrast, the hue, and whatever you want it to be. So just ensure that you have the best taste. You can scroll the way down and you will find the FPS, so match output FPS. So you can head over to the settings, which I showed you initially, and you can also change the video format if it's available for you to change, and of course the resolution from here and the video format. You can see these have been enabled now, and of course the color space if you want to. Then once you're done, go ahead and click OK. The next thing you need to do is to position and resize the camera feed. Now in the preview window, which we have here, you see the camera feed with the red button around it. Then click and drag the position to position the camera feed where you want it on the screen. I've already shown you how to do that. So drag the corners or the edges. You can just hold down. You can, of course, left click your mouse and make the changes. Drag, drop, in, out, up, down, anyhow you want it to do as far as it suits your fancy. So that's it. So you can also apply filters, and that's optional. So how do you do that? You can click on this filters tab to apply filters, or I can choose on this plus icon to get any of the filters, but I don't want to use any of the filters because this tutorial is going to be incredibly long. So adjust the setting as needed and click close when you are finished. And to prevent accidentally movement or actually to prevent accidentally moving your screen, that's what is here. Yes, you can see that if it is active, which the red button is shown right here, you can just accidentally move it and all the things that you have set would just be out of order. So for you to prevent accidental movement or resizing, go ahead and click on the lock icon that's right next to your camera. And once you click on that, you see that you can no more move this again and the red buttons are out. Then once you're done, save the scene layout by clicking on scene collection in the top menu and click on export. So this is a top menu. Click on scene collection, and once you click on scene collection, go ahead and click on export, and that's going to be exported. So your camera should now be successfully added to your OBS scene. Now it will be included in your recording or your live stream depending on what you are using OBS for. Now you can go over the tutorial from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and of course once you're done, you'll be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped you search.